Phyllis Diller, of course, is in the news locally because she's appearing here at the Fairmont Hotel. But, my dear, I have been reading about you otherwise, nationally, with the great swindle, for heaven's sake. How is it called?
The
Home...
Ponzi scheme. Is it Ponzi?
That oil thing.
Yeah. Oh, tell me
that
about
you got
that.
taken, and well, you're in great company.
Wasn't I? And you know, it was $130 million that's missing. It's all missing.
Now, what are they going to do about it, Phyllis?
Well, I guess there are 25 lawsuits that have been filed.
One is yours?
Against, no.
No, you haven't
I didn't
filed?
lose enough to bother. I was the smallest investor, which tells you what a cheap broad I am.
But it said $9,500. Now, that's just not pin money.
Well, when you consider that Jack Benny and people like Andy Williams lost close to $500,000.
Yes.
They were the biggies.
Yes.
And there were a lot of executives and lawyers and
bank presidents, weren't there?
It tells you a lot, doesn't it? If a person is really a good con person, they can do it. They can do it. I have a feeling that the money went someplace.
And they don't know where.
Well, I think there's someone sitting on a cabana in South America sucking his thumb. Don't you?
Or $25 bottle champagne, you know.
I think so.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, the lawsuits now have been instigated, and
Yes.
but you're just out $9,500, huh?
But I'm so used to being ripped off, darling. I belong to a theft of the month club. I really do. I have absolutely, I've really grown accustomed to it. I don't like it.
Now, what are some of the other swindles and schemes that have taken advantage of you?
Well, usually, this is the first swindle and scheme. Usually it's just a pure theft with me, like they take furs or jewelry or something like that. Or cars. Whatever they can get their hands on.
Now, are you one of these extremely cautious people, or do you just have careless moments, or
Oh,
what?
no. I used to be careless because, I'll tell you the truth, I was naive and I trusted everybody. I felt that everyone was honest, and I've learned that I was wrong. There are people who, dishonesty is a way of life. There are people who can't tell the truth. If to them a lie is better, you know, they should be writing fiction. But I have grown so accustomed to losses that it isn't really a loss. I'm always insured. But the loss is if it's a gift from your loving husband, and it was made in France years ago at Cartier, and you'll never see another one. Those things, or custom-made jewelry and custom-made chinchilla coats, those things that you kind of miss the warmth.
Do you ever find yourself, when you're among, you know, a very elite crowd, sort of looking around to see if anything is yours?
That's a thought.
Well, they're all one of a kind. You know, you could spot them like that, Phyllis.
Well, yes, excepting that I would be able to find the bracelets that way, but the rings, and the large pins, they break down and take the sets out.
Ah, yes.
They take the gems out and scatter them around.
Yeah, yeah.
Because a gem cannot be identified in court unless there's something exceptional about it.
Yeah, and jewelry's kind of your thing, isn't it?
Oh, well, all things are my things. I'm into lots of things. You know, I collect recipes.
Are they valuable? Do you have them insured?
No, they're not insured. In fact, a lot of people want insurance against my recipes. When I was home this last time, for my grandson, I invented a stucco cookie.
Do I dare ask what that is?
Well, it looks like the outside of our house. It's sort of like a beige stucco. It's made with egg whites. And I had no idea that they also make cement.
I'm not going to ask if it's edible. He sort of bangs it around on the floor and plays with it.
them.
Yeah.
Yes. Moves them in his little trucks.
You just have one grandchild?
One.
Are you the kind of grandmother that gets her pictures out all the time and talks about him?
I have some ordered. I try not to, but I tell you, I am taking the pill because I don't want any more grandchildren. You know I'm teasing.
But you have 5 children of your own, I recall that.
Yes, I do. So I will be having more grandchildren.
Yes, yes.
Yes, it's lots of fun to have nice children.
Phyllis, were you the kind of mother that joked around with your kids when they were little?
I was a very creative mother. I taught them to sing, and I taught them to draw pictures in color, and I did it with them. And I loved the creative side of motherhood.
And do any of them do creative things now for a living?
Oh, yes. I have a poetess, published poetess daughter. of 4 musicians, and they're all extreme, and writers, authors, they're young. And one is a painter, so it all paid off.
As we say in Texas, Phyllis, you've done well.
Thank y'all.